Hi, this is Abby Shapiro, and this is a data overview at Northwood Elementary for the 4th grade science department. It should be noted before we begin that for the purposes of this data overview, I used data from the CRCT in the years of 2012, 2013, and 2014 due to the fact that the current state test, the Georgia Milestones, has only been in use for the past 2 years. The purpose of this data overview is as follows: to review demographic changes at Northwood for the years 2012 through 2014, review the science scores on the CRCT for the years of 2012 through 2014, identify strengths and weaknesses, identify next steps for improvement, and finally develop a plan for monitoring progress. Questions to consider throughout this data overview. Where are our students' strengths and science skills? Which science concept needs improvement? What reasonable measures can teachers take to improve areas of weakness? How can the science team use data to evaluate their progress? Here we have the Northwood Elementary enrollment trends for the years 2012, 2013, and 2014. As you can see, there's a slow and steady increase in population and student enrollment through these years. 729 in 2012, 754 in 2013, and then 767 in 2014. Here's the latest student ethnicity at Northwood for the year 2014, which is the last year that I'm analyzing in this data overview. As you can see, 55% of the school is white, 21% Hispanic, 13% African American, 6% Asian, and then 4% American Indian Alaskan Native, 0% American Indian Alaska Native, and then 4% multiracial. What about these Northwood Elementary demographic trends can we notice? Student enrollment shows a steady positive increase from 2012 to 2014. While minorities have some representation at the school, the majority of the population is white, non-Hispanic. Here we have the Science CRCT grades 3 through 5 trends at Northwood Elementary. You can see that in 2012, we had just over 90%, same as in the exceeds category. 2013, again over 90% in the exceeds category, and then 2014 over 90% as well in the exceeds category. The blue is the percent of students that meet, and the orange is the percent of students that exceed the standard. Now we have it compared to the district. Here's the Science CRCT grades 3 through 5 trends in the Fulton County School District. As you can see, the exceeds column, the orange one, is lower for the district. So that tells us that our school, Northwood Elementary, is outperforming the district on average. Now we're going to narrow it further down to 4th grade specifically. Here's the 4th grade performance trends on Science CRCT at Northwood. The blue column is level 1, orange is level 2, and then the greenish gray column is level 3. So as you can see, 4th grade is a little bit lower than our grades 3 through 5 average. So the number of students in 2012 is 123. In that exceeds column, we have between 50 and 60% correct, and then a percent in level 3. And then for 2013, same thing, just between 50 and 60% in level 3. And then we did improve a bit in 2014 in that exceeds column to just over 70%, but still lower in 4th grade than in grades 3 through 5 as a whole. This next slide shows the Georgia Performance Standards Scale scores. This is a chart that shows what each level measures. So level 1 is does not meet the standard. That would be a score of below 800. Level 2, meeting the standard, would be a score of 800 to 849 on the CRCT. And then level 3, exceeding the standard, would be a score of 850 or above. Okay, then I'm going to break it down even further by domain. Here's the student performance on the 4th grade science CRCT in 2012. The number of students taking the test is 123. So as you can see, we have 3 domains in science: earth science, life science, and physical science. 74% of students got the questions correct. Students got 74% of the questions correct in earth science. They got 79% of the questions correct in life science and 75% of the questions correct in physical science. Here we have the student performance on the 4th grade CRCT in science for 2013. The number of students taking the test that year was 131. As you can see, we have earth science did not improve. It still has 74% correct, life science 81% correct, and physical science 77% correct. And then next we have the student performance on the 4th grade science CRCT in 2014. The number of students taking the test that year was 120. Earth science went up by just 1%, 75% correct, and then life science 82% correct, and then physical science 84% correct. Here is an item summary for the 4th grade science CRCT. This chart shows the domain and then the number of items tested in each domain. Earth science has the most number of items tested at 24 items. Life science and physical science both have 18 items each. All right, so let's take a look using the data overview at our strengths in the 4th grade science CRCT performance. Northwood Elementary consistently had a higher percentage of students at level 3 compared to other schools in the district for the years 2012 through 2014 at 39%, 45%, and 46% higher respectively. The domain of life science had a school average of 82% correct in 2014, and then the life science and physical science domains have increased in percentages correct in 4th grade from 2012 through 2014. Here are some weaknesses in the data overview for the 4th grade CRCT science performance. The earth science domain had a school average of 72% correct in 2014, which is 10% less than life science. The earth science domain has the largest amount of test items in the 4th grade science CRCT, yet this domain has shown little to no improvement in 4th grade from 2012 to 2014. Here are some discussion questions to think about. After reviewing the data associated with the CRCT science results, what science skills seem to be areas of strength where we perform well? Do any of the demographic trends at our school have an impact on our science data that we need to address? What science concepts need improvement? What reasonable measures can teachers take to improve areas of weakness? What specific strategies can the science team implement to improve student learning problems shown in the CRCT data? And how can the science team use data to evaluate their progress? So what are our next steps for you guys here, the 4th grade science department? I want you to work in your grade level team to carefully review the data overview. Use the questions on the previous slide to guide you in your discussions. Develop an action plan to help address student learning issues that will work well for all team members. Consider how you will assess and monitor your progress, and let me know how I can support you.